Alright, so here's the most embarrassing story with my beard, right? I've been sitting thinking about this. Was I going to tell this story? I've told it a few times on stage and stuff, but I don't think I've actually told it on camera. It's kind of embarrassing. And I'm out walking here. If it's a bit windy, I'm trying my best. I've got this wee microphone on. Hopefully you can hear it okay. If not, I'll need to record this some other time. So if you're watching this, it worked. So before we get started, right, go and do me a favour. If you've got any embarrassing stories, go and drop them in the comments, so it takes the pressure off me a little bit. Right, so let's get started. Right, here we go. For those who don't know, Braw started after I broke my back. Right, I broke my back in a mountain bike crash in 2011. I was up at Fort William racing, or I was training for a race, for a mountain bike race, downhill. I was on the downhill World Cup track up there, coming through a rock garden. It was raining and the front end washed out on a couple of rocks, big rocks. I went over the handlebars, took the impact through the top of my head with another big rock, and broke C7 and T1, which is your last neck and your first back vertebrae. So broke them, and then through recovery and rehab, Braw started. Right, long story short, it started. I started it from breaking my back. Right, looking for something to do. So that's how we got there. Right, so over the space of a few years, also my beard got longer, and you know when you fall asleep or when you wake up, either falling asleep or when you wake up, you're a wee bit, not so delusional, right? But you start having these kind of weird dreams and weird, I don't know, just as you're drifting off, these kind of lucid dreams and stuff, right? Anyway, I was falling asleep, and my wife was lying next to me, and I lost the feeling in my neck, right? I lost the control in my neck. Just as I was drifting off, I was just aware that my neck wasn't working. And I was like, oh, fuck, man, like, what have I done? Because there's been a time, I had to go back to the hospital one time, right? Because I thought I re-broke my neck. It was at a trampoline park in Edinburgh, and we were there with some friends' kids and stuff, and we were playing dodgeball, you know, the softball you throw at each other. We were playing dodgeball, right, and I went over on my back, rolled over on my back, and can I get through here? Can I go through here? I think I can. Nah, in fact I'll go this way. Cheaper in there. Right, I'll go back this way. So I rolled over on my back and heard a crack in my neck. So once I heard the crack, I was like, I better stop playing dodgeball. So I did, I stopped playing it. And then the next morning, I had this pain in my neck and my hands were a bit tingly. So my wife made me go to the hospital and get an x-ray. And it was fine. They said, we can see the old injury, but you're okay, it's fine. There's no new damage there, right? So that was fine. I thought I re-broke it. I didn't re-break it. It was totally fine. Right, 2 seconds. All right, so I didn't re-break it on that occasion, right? So I went to the hospital, got checked out. It was totally fine, right? So back to my original story. I was falling asleep, right, next to my wife, falling asleep, having a wee bit of I guess a lucid dream. I was beginning to feel like falling asleep, but my neck wasn't working. I was kind of half asleep here. My neck was not operating as it should, right? It was not moving. I was like having these pain sensations in my neck, and I was like, fuck, something's up with my neck. I've re-broke it, right? It's just like, it doesn't feel right. I can't move, I'm stuck, but all this is happening kind of falling asleep. So, kind of came to in a panic. I'm going to go back this way. Kind of came to in a panic, right? And then I was like, it's not happening. I was beginning to panic now. I finally woke up at this point, right? It's like, it's not happening. I can't move my neck. What the fuck have I done? What is wrong? So anyway, my wife's lying next to me, so I start hitting her on the back. She's facing away. I started hitting her on the back. I was like, I cannot move my neck, which seems strange, right? Because if you can't move your neck, you shouldn't be able to move your hands because it's all connected with the nerves. Anyway, I was pushing her and I was like, I cannot move my neck. And she eventually woke up and she's like, what the hell's wrong with you? I was like, I can't move my neck. Something's happened. I cannot move, but this is all kind of muffled, right? So she turns around, gets startled. I jump up, fully awake now, jump up, can move my neck. So I sleep on my stomach quite often, right? I have always done, I just lie on my stomach, head to the side. Turns out I've been lying on my beard, so I trapped my beard under my chest. That's why I couldn't move my neck. My head was pinned to the mattress because my chest was holding my beard down. So when she turned over and gave me a startle, I jumped up, freed my beard, could move my neck. So yeah, no issue. Neck's fine, back's fine. Well, I still get wee pains in my back now and again. That's just going to happen for the rest of my days, I think. But yeah, I can move it freely. But sometimes, I'll be honest, sometimes it is still painful. I still do get wee pains now and again. In the gym, now and again, if I'm lifting heavy in the gym, I've got to be careful, which I am careful. I take my time, and I'm cautious of it because it can do more damage. But yeah, that's all good. So that was my story. That was my embarrassing story. Have you guys got any embarrassing stories? Let me, come on, let's get some chat going, right? Drop them in the comments, let me know your embarrassing stories. It can be anything. It can be anything, and we'll get some conversation going. But man, I guess it's not that embarrassing in comparison to a lot of other people's stories because I wasn't in public or anything like that, right? Which way is this wind coming? I can usually tell with the windsock on my fucking chin. There, that way, that's the way the beard's. Right, so if I walk this way, it should protect the microphone a wee bit. Yeah, I suppose a lot of people's embarrassing stories are when they're in public and that kind of thing. This wasn't in public, so it was just me and my wife, but yeah, still embarrassing. I can take it out of the game, but I'm a bed sheet. Oh man. Right. The wind seems to have stopped. Has it stopped? I don't know. I'm kind of on a farm here, right? As you can probably tell. There's sheep and stuff about. And then one of the farm workers just went past in the quad and just looked at me like, here's a dick out with his camera again. Yeah. Right, that is my embarrassing story. I'll have more for you at some point, I'm sure. Things happen. I've been going through the timeline, the Braw beard, the booklet that goes with every order. I've been going through that and seeing all the kind of things that's happened. So I've got some interesting stories to start sharing with people. And I'm going to do it in this kind of format, just out walking and talking. Being honest, like when I came out, it wasn't that windy. I got around the corner, turned out it was windy, so I went and got this microphone. Hopefully it works okay. So I'm going to head back to the lab now, get it edited, chuck it online. Hopefully we get some embarrassing stories at you guys, because that'd be cool. And yeah, with that said, right, I'm going to go. Yeah, thanks for joining me on this walk. Go do some more of these. Just go out for a wander, take a camera, and blether. Hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm going to sleep on my back now, I think, or on my side. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe, look after yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.